Hey there YouTubers, welcome to another video. Now in today's video I will be giving you a tour of the Muradiye complex in Bursa, in the eastern part of Bursa. So enjoy the rest of the video and stay tuned till the end. Now the mosque complex was commissioned by Sultan Murad II, and he was the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire for approximately 28 years. Now Aladdin, whose tomb is also at Muradiye complex, he was the son of Osman I, who we know is son of Ertugrul. And Aladdin's brother was Orphan I, who is Murad II's great-great-grandfather. Now to make it simpler, first comes Ertugrul, Osman the First, Orphan, and his brother Aladdin. And then comes Murad the First, Bayezid the First, and then Mehmed the First, and lastly Murad the Second. Now, if you guys are interested about the Ottoman family tree, the link will be in the description, and you guys can see the entire family of the Ottoman Empire. Now, Aladdin was famous for maintaining really good relations with his brother Orphan the First throughout his entire life, unlike previous Ottoman sultans who would either assassinate or compete with their brothers and their uncles. Now the mosque complex, like I mentioned before, was commissioned by Sultan Murad II in Bursa, and it contains 12 tombs, and most of them belong to the relatives of this sultan. Now, constructions of the complex began after the completion of the Yeşil Mosque, which is another famous mosque in Bursa, which is in the eastern area of Bursa. And a large earthquake in 1855 unfortunately damaged most of the Muradiye complex, and restorations were completed in the late 19th century. And further restorations were completed in 2015. Okay, so Muradiye, of course, consists of so many tombs and so many buildings, a madrasa, a mosques, and so on and so forth. But how do they look, and how are they designed? How were they designed during the Ottoman Empire? Now, I want to talk about this because it is what is the designing, the interior designing, and the exterior is very beautiful. So the mosque was the first project in the complex, and it actually completed in 1426. And the mosque is built in a simplified inverse, like a T plan, with a domed portico. Now, a portico, you might be asking, what is a portico? A portico is like a porch leading to the entrance of a building. It's it's also known as an extended as a colonnade with a roof structure over a walkway. It's supported by columns or enclosed by walls. Now this idea was actually really used in the ancient Greece and has influenced many cultures, including most Western cultures. So that's a little definition of what is portico. Now back to where we were on the designing. Okay, so Muradiye, of course, consists of like so many tombs and so many buildings, a madrasa, a mosques, and so on and so forth. But how do they look and how are they designed? How were they designed during the Ottoman Empire? Now, I want to talk about this because it is like what is the the interior designing and the exterior is very beautiful. So the mosque was the first project in the complex, and it actually completed in 1426. And the mosque is built in a simplified inverse, like a T plan, with a domed portico. Now, a portico. What are you, buddy, asking? What is a portico? A portico is like a porch leading to the entrance of a building. It's like a, or it's also known as like an extended as a like colonnade with a roof structure over a walkway. It's supported by columns or enclosed by walls. Now, this idea was actually like really used in the ancient Greece and has influenced many cultures, including most Western cultures. So that's a little definition of what is portico. Now back to where we were on the designing. Now, the T plan with a domed portico is in the front, and it was constructed, of brick and with four major domes. It has like a hexagonal tiles in turquoise and dark blue, which decorates the interior and is very beautiful. I show it in the video. Now there are two minarets, one that is old and one that is new due to a collapse from the 19th century earthquake, and it was actually rebuilt in 1904. Now also, after a few years before the earthquake was a fire damage. It damaged the mosque in the early 18th century, and so the mihrab was also rebuilt in the Rococo style. Now you guys might be wondering, what is this Rococo style? Why is it's like so weird? Why does it sound so weird? So Rococo is also known as late Baroque, and it's like an exceptionally ornamented and theatrical style of architecture. It's like also art and decoration with combines of scrolling curves and gilding and white and pastel colors. It's just another different type of design that is very beautiful, and it's like so unique. Now if you guys are interested, I will be putting links down in the description on about the the entire Ottoman family. I'll be putting the Ottoman family tree because you guys will understand the family better if I just share the tree in the description. So go check out the tree and go check the Ottoman family tree, and then you guys will understand how the family works, who came first, and then when did Murad the second come, and when did Orfan come, and so on and so forth. Now I also mentioned about a madrasa. I did, right? Yeah, I did. Anyway, so the madrasa in Muradiye is actually located to the west of the mosque, and it is composed of a central country yard surrounded by student rooms and classrooms to the back. Now it's actually covered by a huge dome, and the exterior is brick and stone. The madrasa itself does not have a construction inscription due to numerous restorations. The inscription on the mosque says that the madrasa was actually constructed in 1426 by Murad II himself. Of course, here as well, dark blue and turquoise tiles decorate the interior, while brick decorates the exterior of the entrance. Now, it's not for certain about, let's just talk about Murad the Second's tomb itself. Like, when was it built and what happened? Now, it's not for certain, it's not sure, but either his tomb was, Murad the Second's tomb was either built in 1451, before his death, or it was commissioned after his death by his son Mehmed II. Now, in accordance with Murad II's will. Now, the building is constructed of brick and stone in a square plan topped with a dome that is left open at the top, and a vaulted gallery surrounds the dome, resting on the Byzantine capitals. Now, what is Byzantine? Byzantine was actually, if you guys didn't know, is the Eastern Roman Empire, and it is the eastern part, is the Eastern Roman Empire, and a large impressive wooden canopy over the entrance is actually carved in relief and embellished in star patterns. And annex contains four additional tombs, and it's actually identified as those of Aladdin Ali, who's also known as Musallam of Aladdin, and Shehzadi Ahmad, also known as Prince Ahmed, and Orhan and Shehzade Hatun. Alright, lastly, I want to talk about the remaining 11 tombs. Who do they belong to? Now, the remaining 11 tombs belong to the rest of Sultan's family and to the south of the mosque and the madrasa. They are decorated with polychrome glazed tiles, mostly, of course, in blue, because that was the traditional, the traditional design and the color they would use in buildings. So they mostly use the color blue, and except for the tombs of Shehzade Mustafa and Mahdervan Sultan, which is decorated in painted, which is Iznik tiles from the 16th century in polychrome technique. Now, in 1950, the madrasa became a tuberculosis clinic, and it now houses a medical center in Muradiye. So, how you guys can believe that that is like so nice. The madrasa has changed into a medical center, and it was recently changed in 1950. It was changed to a medical center. Alright, this video will be ending soon, so if you guys liked it, please do, and also subscribe to the channel, and also click those notifications bell when the next video will be uploaded. And I am pretty sure that the next video I will be uploading will be the Muradiye museum, and it is also very cool and very awesome on what kind of stuff they have here. It is like so historical, and I'll be seeing you guys very soon in the next Yuaw vlog video. Bye!